Are you eating clean all the time and you're still not losing weight? You could be making one of these 4 mistakes that's going to keep you from seeing any progress. I'm going to tell you what they are and how to fix them. Hey, what's up? I'm Melanie Ash of MelanieAshFitness.com. I'm a personal trainer, a fitness nutrition specialist, and a women's wellness enthusiast. Recently, someone came to me and said, I'm eating clean all the time. I'm really careful with my diet, and the scale seems to be going up instead of down, and I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. And this got me thinking. A lot of times when we are trying to lose weight, we think just eating clean or eating healthy is going to take care of the problem. And that's not necessarily true. In fact, there are a few mistakes that you could be making, and even if you think you're eating clean or you're eating really healthy, you're not going to see weight loss results. Number 1 is you could be eating too many calories. Even if you're eating healthy food, even if everything that you eat is healthy and you're not eating any processed foods or fat or calories or whatever it may be, you could still be eating, fat or sugar, you could still be eating too many calories. Why? Because even some healthy foods are very, very calorie dense. Some examples of those would be nuts, nut butters like almond butter and peanut butter, salmon, avocado, and coconut oil. They are very dense with fat calories, which means that a little bit goes a long way, and if you're not mindful of how much of those foods you're eating, they can add up pretty quickly calorically. What you need for weight loss is a calorie deficit. So you can overeat healthy foods too and be over on your calories and you're still not going to lose weight. How do we fix it? With mindful portion control and also weighing, measuring, and tracking your food to give yourself an idea of what you're actually eating. So if you're someone who's been struggling with this, you're eating healthy foods and you're either gaining weight or not losing weight, try weighing, measuring your portion sizes and tracking your food for a week or 2, and you might find you're actually eating too many calories, and it's just a matter of portion control and cutting back on how many or how much of the healthy food you're eating so that you can have a calorie deficit, and that is how you're going to finally get some weight loss results. Number 2 is the opposite end of the spectrum. It might be you're not eating enough. If you're focusing on eating only healthy foods, and if you're someone who has a fear of or puts certain foods off limits, like you're really focused on eating healthy and you're trying to avoid sugar and you're trying to avoid fat, and you're kind of fearful of these other foods, you might actually not be eating enough calories. Just like the body needs a calorie deficit in order to lose weight, the body also needs a certain amount of calories to function. And if you eat too low, if you're eating under 1,200 calories a day, your body might be starved, which means it's not going to give up extra fat on your body because it's not getting enough energy to function. And because healthy foods are so nutrient dense, and especially vegetables and things like that aren't as calorie dense, you can't eat a whole lot of spinach for a lot of calories, right? So basically, if you're putting a lot of foods off limits and you're only focusing on eating vegetables and you don't eat carbs and you only eat a little bit of protein, you might not be eating enough calories and your body is going to shut down fat loss. How can we fix this? I want you to think of your food as fuel and make sure that you're eating enough to fuel your body with that little bitty calorie deficit to create weight loss. And try not to put food off limits or fear things like carbs. Your body needs them. Just focus on getting good, healthy sources of carbohydrates like sweet potatoes and rice and things like that. Measuring and weighing and tracking, just like I told you if you were eating maybe too much. The same thing for if you're eating too little. Take a week, weigh, measure, and track what you're eating, and if you're eating under 1,200 calories, work on bumping that up little by about 100 calories a week until you get to a good, healthy range that's going to allow you to still lose weight without starving your body. And oftentimes women who are eating that low calorie, bump up your calories a little bit, and you'll actually find that you start losing weight when eating more. Pretty cool, huh? Number 3, reasons why maybe you're eating clean but not losing weight. Do you blow it on the weekends? I see this a lot. 5 days a week, you are on track. You're planning your meals. You're cooking everything ahead of time. You're eating super clean and healthy. And then Friday and Saturday comes and you go out with friends and you eat at the restaurant and you have a few drinks and you're enjoying life and you do brunch on Sundays. And that's not so much clean eating, right? But you're thinking, 5 days a week I'm doing really great. So what if the weekends are a little bit more indulgent? Well, 2 days a week, 12 days a month, half of the month, right? So if Friday, Saturday, and maybe Sunday, you're kind of off track, that is enough that 50% of the time you're not being consistent and you're not eating clean and healthy. And you're not gonna get results, you're gonna stay stuck right where you are. So my advice to you would be, rather than kind of taking the whole weekend and being relaxed, 1 or 2 meals, maybe just Friday night and maybe just Saturday night, and maybe instead of having, you know, the nachos with dinner and the drinks and a dessert, you pick one. Either your dinner's a little bit indulgent, or you eat healthy and have a salad for dinner, but you have a couple drinks, or you skip the drinks, have your salad, and have a little bit of dessert. You can have one, you can't have all 3, and only once, maybe twice a week. Otherwise, yes, you absolutely can blow 5 days of 100% clean eating by going crazy overboard on the weekends and not losing weight. Number 4, you fall for marketing gimmicks. So marketers are smart and they know that we want to eat healthy, so they're using packaging and certain words like organic and natural to make us think that some of these foods are healthy when actually they're not really any better than their non-healthy alternatives. A Cliff Bar has as much sugar. So if you're having a Cliff Bar, the packaging might look healthy, but it's actually the same as eating probably a Snickers. But the marketing is smart. They want you to think it's healthy. Another thing is the term organic. Organic does not mean lower calorie. It does not mean lower sugar. All it refers to is the amount of pesticides used on a food. And unless you're eating fresh produce, that really doesn't make a very big difference. If you're worried about pesticides, you want to look at the Dirty Dozen and buy organic produce from that list that specifies about the most pesticides used. Otherwise, if you're talking about, you know, your Justin's All Natural peanut butter cups are organic, they have the same number of calories as a regular Reese's peanut butter cup. So it's not saving you anything. If you're falling for marketing gimmicks and you're loading up on these healthy packaged foods from the organic section of the store, you're probably not going to see results. The solution to that is don't be fooled. Be smart. Be a label reader. Stick to mostly whole, unprocessed, unpackaged foods, produce, lean proteins, nuts and seeds, and few and far between with those packaged and processed foods. And when you are buying them, make sure you look at the label and know what you're buying, and don't be fooled by fancy language or products that claim to be all natural, because they're probably just as bad as the products in the other aisles that aren't labeled organic or healthy. So those are 4 reasons why maybe you're eating clean and not losing weight, and 4 ways to fix it. So just because you're eating healthy does not necessarily mean you're going to lose weight. Make sure you know how much you're eating, that you're eating enough, that you're eating the right kind of foods, and that you're not blowing it on your weekends. I want to tell you that my online group coaching is now open. It is a way for you to get the benefits of working with me with a much lower price tag. It is a monthly workout program, sample meal plans, daily accountability checks with me in the exclusive Facebook group. I do a live workout once a week and a live Q&A once a week as well. We are kicking off our spring challenge today, Monday, April 3rd. 12 weeks to get in shape for summer. There's a chance to win prizes too, and that is only open to members of my online group coaching. Go to melanieashfitness.com and check it out. I will also post a link here with this video. And if you're looking for a little bit of extra guidance, some accountability and support, as well as some motivation, and you need a plan to follow, this could be just the thing for you. It's like personal training for 35 cents a day, and you get access to me that is only usually available to those who work with me on customized and one-on-one programming. So I hope you will check that out. I also have a free Facebook group if you're looking for some support there, and you can find that at melanieashfitness.com as well. Have a wonderful Monday. Make it a great day. Make it a healthy day, and we'll talk to you soon.